Madam, I thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak on the various cantors and issues relating to the Rafale deal. Firstly, I just wish to quote a sentence from the Supreme Court judgment, which makes things clear that there is something fishy in this entire deal, madam. The Supreme Court says, and I quote, "The pricing details have, however, been shared with the CAG, and the report of the CAG has been examined by the PAC. Only a redacted portion of the report was placed before the Parliament and is in public domain," unquote. Madam, the Honourable Minister for Defence has the bounden duty to explain to this House as to when the report of the CAG was examined by the PAC. The chairman of the PAC is on record saying that the PAC has never examined the CAG report on Rafale. This clearly indicates that the government, which is misusing every institution in the country, be it the CBI, the ED, the RBI, and others, has even tried to mislead the highest court of the country, madam. Madam, the BJP, when it was in the opposition, was on record saying that the then government made CBI as a caged parrot. But now, after assuming office, I have no hesitation to say that this very BJP government made the CBI into a gar ka kutta, madam, or pet dog. So I demand that the Honourable Minister explain why the government has misrepresented before the Supreme Court, madam. This is nothing but contempt of court and perjury, madam. Madam, the second point I wish to make is in March 2014, there was an agreement between HAL and Dassault Aviation. And as per the agreement, HAL was responsible for 70% of the work, the ones that are going to be made in India, madam. Now that you have eliminated HAL altogether and brought in Reliance ADAG, does it mean that HAL, which was relevant in 2014, has become redundant and irrelevant in 2018? I request the Defence Minister to please explain this. I am saying this because the former Chief HAL, Mr. Suvarna Raju, is on record saying that HAL has every capability to do it, madam. But instead you have given it to Reliance. Why, madam? Mr. Suvarna Raju also questioned the government. Why is it hesitating to put the files in the public domain? I would like the Minister to respond on this also, madam. In fact, I would like to mention here that the Defence Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, has not hesitated in defaming one of the Navaratna public sector companies, madam, in the defense of not the country, but in defense of her leader, madam. The third point, there's an audio clip which has gone viral in the social media. The audio clip contains the voice of Mr. Vishwajit Rane, Health Minister of Goa, saying that the CM of Goa, who was the former Defence Minister, saying that all files relating to Rafale are in his bedroom, madam. I question this, madam. How the files of a sensitive, confidential, secret, classified, and relating to national security are lying in the bedroom of the present Goa Chief Minister, madam. I would like a categorical reply on this from the Defence Minister, madam. The fourth point, madam, the government is on record saying on the 18th of November 2016 that the cost of each Rafale aircraft is approximately 670 crores. And if you calculate the total for 36 aircraft, it should come to 24,000 crores, madam. The government is also on record saying that the aircraft would be delivered by April 2022, madam. But if one looks at the annual report of Dassault Aviation, it clearly says that the actual price to be paid for 36 aircraft is about 60,000 crores, madam. It is nearly 2.5 times what the government states in Parliament. So I would like the Honourable Defence Minister to explain the discrepancy and how come you are paying more than 2.5 times for Rafale. If the figure of Dassault is correct, then you have misled the Parliament and it's tantamount to a privilege issue, madam. The fifth point, madam, I'm not a defence analyst, but I am a member of the Standing Committee on Defence. So I do have some knowledge on the defence procurement procedure. The PM has suddenly announced a deal in France on 10th of April 2015, whereas the procedure should be that the Defence Ministry first accepts and approves the necessity for buying the jets. But contrary to this, the PM first announced a deal for these 36 jets And the ministry has given its acceptance of necessity for these 36 jets only in May 2015, madam, after the announcement, madam. How the PM has announced a deal when the ministry has not even accepted the necessity of these 36 jets in flyaway condition, madam. Madam, I have a few small points to make, and I request the Honourable Minister to reply to those points as they are crucial and important to the deal, madam. Madam, the first is, what were the terms of the original deal under the UPA and what are the current terms? And whether there's any different procedure being followed. If so, the details of deviation, reasons behind such deviation, and how it impacts the deal financially and otherwise. Madam, second one, I'm almost done, madam. When the PM visited France in connection with this deal, who else were traveling with him and how the cantors of the deal have changed during those meetings? Madam, why the government wanted to enter into the new deal and how is it better than the old deal? The next, madam, the Modi government is trumpeting about Make in India. What happened to Make in India? Instead of making these jets in India, why is government buying them from made completely in France, madam? The next one, madam, the requirement of the Indian Air Force as per the old deal was for 126 aircrafts. But through the new deal, only 36 aircraft are being purchased. From where would the balance 90 aircraft that are required by the Indian aircraft be procured? Would the Defence Minister please respond to this? Next one, madam, how Reliance, which does not have any kind of manufacturing experience, will be able to extend technical and other cooperation to the fighter jets. Madam, 2 minutes, I'll finish, madam. In fact, the group of companies of Mr. Anil Ambani is riddled with debts amounting to more than 1 lakh crores, out of which the company which is involved in the defense has a debt around 38,000 crores, madam. I'm just concluding, madam. Madam, this issue pertains to accusations being made, particularly on the acts of the Prime Minister, madam. It is very unfortunate that the Prime Minister is not responding directly. Even more unfortunate is that the Prime Minister doesn't even bother to be present for the discussion, madam. I spoke for 1 hour during the no confidence motion regarding issues of special category status and other rights of AP in detail, but the Prime Minister didn't bother to respond to any one of the issues, madam. It leads me to conclude that this Prime Minister has no respect for Parliament, no respect for democratic institutions, or for due process of law, madam. I hereby submit that a joint select committee be formed without any delay so that the role of the Prime Minister and the government is inquired in order to find out the truth of the matter, madam. Madam, these are some of the issues I wish to place before the Honourable Minister for her reply. We want concrete answers on all of these, madam. Thank you, madam.